Hello, Mr. Ford. Space buns. True love.
Blast them.
Okay, Christina here to watch another movie. This is a big one, y'all. This is Star Wars. I am always very honest on this channel about the things I have watched and the things that I have not watched. I have definitely watched Star Wars, but I have not watched all of Star Wars. And for a big fan of Star Wars, which I am, that's an important thing, that I still need to watch all of the rest of Star Wars. It's kind of a big deal. So I'm hoping that you'll stick with me on the journey through this saga, because it won't take too long to get to the movies that I haven't seen yet. And again, it's just really weird because I'm kind of a devoted fan, and life just kind of got in the way, and Star Wars just kind of floated away. But it's always been there in my heart. And so that's why I thought that this would be a unique experience. I kind of don't like rewatches. Before I started my own channel, I watched, and I still do, I love watching movie reactors. I love it, which is one reason why I started to do it. It's great, and I still support many of my fellow movie reactors. From the viewer point of view, I did not care for rewatches, important to say, or if they were getting through a couple of movies that they've already seen to get to some that they haven't. And so that is this unique experience here that I'm hoping the viewers here will sort of enjoy the ride because this will become first-time watches, several of them. I'm going to be watching them in release order, but I think I'm going to release them pretty quickly, pretty rapid fire. So it's not going to be so spaced out. I mean, honestly, I want to get to the ones that I haven't seen. So I'm an 80s kid. I don't remember an existence when there was not Star Wars. And I did truly love the movies, but I didn't get them because I was a little kid. There's just so much depth to the story that I have missed before. And it's just time. It's time for me to do this with Star Wars. Okay, so I also have some very unique experiences with a couple of these Star Wars movies, mainly having to do with the music, because basically I'm a professional musician and I've been able to perform some of the soundtrack, and like I said, I have some really fantastic stories that I will get into during the movie. So I'm going to go ahead and just talk a little bit through the movie and discuss and bring things up and ask some questions, and please feel free to ask me questions and get discussions going and answer my questions and point out trivia and all of the above. I just really want, like I said, I really want to dig in deep with this. So as a rewatch, I really hope that this will be a satisfying view. Some of these will probably be released as full-length uncut reactions also, probably over on Patreon. We can sort of watch the whole thing together and enter in all of the commentary without any of the clips taken out. Okay, so be sure to do all the things, like and subscribe, Instagram and Patreon, and I hope you stick with me for this ride. Okay, let's watch. Okay. I thought about having space buns, but then I thought they'd be in the way. I've seen Spaceballs, so the headphones are going to be in the way unless I get the kind, you know. If you know, you know. Okay. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Okay. All right, I'm going to try to read these words because when I was little, I couldn't keep up with them. I didn't. It is a period of civil war. Okay, so it's civil war. We've got the rebels. And they're in a hidden base. And they've won a first victory against the Galactic Empire. And rebel spies managed to get the secret plans for the Death Star. And the Death Star can blow up a whole planet. It's a planet killer. Okay, so Princess Leia has these plans, and she's on her ship, and she's trying to get the plans home so that they can blow up the Death Star and be free of the evil Empire. See? So easy, right? Okay. All of the notes you just heard are really hard to play. That's all I gotta say. R2-D2 and C3PO. These two little dudes, I loved them so much when I was little.
This is madness.
I had a couple of those like read along. You put a tape in and then you had a little book that went with it and you could read along and listen. It would have a beep to turn the page. And it was about droids. It was like Droid World or something, and it was back in the day of no streaming and things like that. It was so much fun to get to sort of go on more adventures with these two. R2-D2 is the cutest. I love him to this day. And see, I'm just seeing these guys, these rebels. You can see their faces, you know, they're not the faceless stormtroopers here. They must be so scared, so they're protecting the princess here on her ship. I like their little vests. Okay, and here's the big dude himself.
R2-D2, where are you?
Again, I've never known a world where there wasn't a Darth Vader, but can you imagine the first time he came on the screen? Like, I have trouble following along with the plot here. Can you imagine everyone else being just thrust into this and be like, who is this and who is that? And no reference, no cultural references at all to help. But, oh... who else thought Princess Leia was just the most beautiful thing ever, right? I dressed up like Princess Leia for Halloween.
Where are those transmissions?
And I felt so beautiful. I had my little plastic mask on and sort of like a white robe, you know.
Diplomatic mission.
It was wonderful.
Tear this ship apart until you found those plans and bring me the passengers. I want them alive.
Except for that one. There she is with her shiny lip gloss. Oh,
There's one set for stun.
oh yeah, because he said he wanted them alive. Oh.
Inform Lord Vader we have a prisoner.
Cool boots.
Hey, you're not permitted in there. Don't you call me a mindless philosopher, you overweight glob and grease.
So at this point you can't tell
Secret mission.
who's more annoying, R2-D2 or C3PO. Gotta get in.
Regret this.
There they go.
Are you sure this thing is safe?
And so that's Tatooine, right? That's the planet? Space buns.
The Imperial Senate will not still.
I want to know what happened to the plans.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away. She must have hidden the plans in the escape pod.
Yep.
There'll be no one to stop us this time.
This time. Okay, so they crashed, but they're okay. But they still have the plans or something, right? Yep, R2-D2 has the plans.
What a desolate place this is.
Where was that filmed?
Where do you think you're going? Well, I'm not going that way. What mission? What are you talking about? You'll be malfunctioning within a day, you nearsighted scrap pile.
Kick. Must have been hot in that suit. Okay. So when I hear the soundtrack music, I can still picture it on the page because I've had to play a lot of the main themes several times, but
That malfunctioning little twerp. This is all his fault.
there was one specific time just recently, just a few years ago, where I got to play the entire soundtrack behind the entire movie.
Over here! Hey!
So the orchestra plays the whole soundtrack live, and the movie plays on the screen above you, and the audience comes to watch the whole thing live. It's pretty neat. The only issue with that, there were two issues with it. The music was fantastic, but it was dang hard. Just took a lot of concentration, a lot of energy, muscle, basically, and it's just constant. A few breaks like this where there's some dialogue. But otherwise, it's like by the time you're done with the movie, you're just worn out. But it's just still so much fun. And there's so much going on. All of the music that's so tough. And again, tough in a good way. It was really fun to play. It just goes by like you barely notice it's there. And so I see a lot of this. Poor R2. So a lot of the music just kind of goes by in the background and you don't notice it. And those musicians are just really working hard.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that not only are you too busy to watch the movie while you're playing the notes, but you're under the screen. You can't see a thing, and the theater is so big that the sound bounces off out into the audience. You can't hear a thing either. So I rehearsed, you get a handful of rehearsals, couple rehearsals, and then 2 different performances, and I never saw a scene of it. Really didn't hear much of a word of it. But I didn't mind because it was just such a fun experience getting to play the entire score, the whole soundtrack. It was really, really fun. And with the music, I'll try to point out a few spots where I'm like, okay, do you hear this? Listen to all the notes. Think of how busy the musicians are when they're playing this. Because they're working hard and I want them to be appreciated too. Such cute little things. Oh, see, I love the little walking trash can. It's a trash can. It should say push here, for the... You dump your tray in there, right? Put it on top.
R2-D2, it is you!
Practical effects. That thing is so cool. Okay. The lizard thing. Not in the original. No way. And honestly, it's a little bit dated now. It just doesn't look as good as it does now. I should have just left it out. See, I have opinions about that.
Look, sir, droid.
Comb the desert. Find anything yet? He's so cute. Oh, the little trash can was afraid he ran away.
Will this never end?
So C-3PO is kind of whiny, isn't he? I don't remember that completely about him in the past, but he's kind of a whiner. So I also never really have taken a good look at where Luke lives. And that it's like an igloo. And it's just like a pit. It's so cool. And so they live basically underground, which I guess you would sort of have to in the desert.
Big Bocce? Of course I can. I'm a
Yeah, all right,
skeleton.
shut up. I'll take this.
Yeah, he's kind of annoying.
But I was going into Tashi Station to pick up some power converters.
Aww. Speaking of whiners,
All right, come on.
I thought Luke was like all grown up. I thought he was like in his 30s or something. But he's a baby. He's what, like 16, 17? Aw, don't leave it.
Hey, what are you trying to push on us?
But that R2 unit is in prime condition.
Take him, take him.
I'll go all in.
He's really cute.
Why I should stick my neck out for you is quite beyond my capacity.
Look at that. He's such a kid. He's like playing with model ships.
And I am C3PO, and this is my counterpart, R2D2.
Hello.
Hey.
You know of the rebellion against the Empire?
Wow. He perked up.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
What's this?
He's a pretty girl.
He says that he is the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi, a resident of these parts.
So you can hear Princess Leia's theme in the background. It's beautiful.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I wonder if he means old Ben Kenobi. Kind of a strange old hermit.
I didn't know what a hermit was when I first saw this. It's like, Mom, what's a hermit?
I guess you're too small to run away on me
And
if I
it's-
take this off.
It's Obi-Wan and not Obi-Wan, right? I thought it was Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Wait a minute, where'd she go?
For like 20 years.
The entire message.
Wah. He's such a kid.
No, I don't think he likes you at all. No, I don't like you either.
Aww. Oh yeah, the blue milk. So creative.
He says he belongs to someone called Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Mm.
I thought he might have meant old Ben. Also thinking about our agreement. About me staying on another season?
Season. Again, what crops do they have?
You mean the next semester before the harvest?
What do they harvest?
Harvest is when I need you the most.
So is he related by blood to him or her?
If his friends had gone.
Everybody graduated already? Does everybody just go to the academy?
Luke's just not a farmer, Owen. He has too much of his father in him.
That's what I'm afraid of.
The twin sons. Okay, so this is a beautiful music moment with the French horn. Do you hear that? It's enough to get me teary. There. Just the music moves me to tears. Okay. And I just have to say, the orchestra for this has like 8 French horns.
It wasn't my fault, sir.
Maybe more, maybe 9. It's awesome. Usually there are just like 4 or 5. So it's like double the French horns. But then that one French horn gets the solo. No pressure or anything. Build up the whole movie just for that one spot.
How could I be so stupid? He's nowhere in sight. Blasted.
Blasted.
You know, that little droid is going to cause me a lot of trouble.
Oh, he excels at that.
What a cool place.
Luke!
I know there are like Star Wars worlds and stuff at some amusement parks. Is this little place somewhere? Does it exist somewhere? That would be so cool to get to tour.
Did you take those two new droids with him?
I think so.
There's a droid on the scanner. Dead ahead.
I had one of those. Little toy one. I used to bring with me to go and play with other kids, and we'd all bring our different Star Wars toys and figures and stuff. Giant yak. The sand people are terrifying.
They're sand people, all right? I
Yep.
can see one of them now.
Yep. Uh-oh. Was that weird howl from C-3PO? Oh, he's gonna crap beat out of him. Ah, see, that's so terrifying, right? Yeah, terrifying. Those are called false harmonics that you hear in the strings. They really give an eerie sound. How did he make that sound? There he is.
Hello there.
Hello. Wake up, Sonny.
Rest easy, son. You've had a busy day.
Yeah. So is he wearing a Jedi robe? It's all like tattered and torn. He knows him, right?
Is he a relative of yours? Do you know who he's talking about?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Well, of course I know him. He's me.
He's me, right?
I'm done for.
Can he deactivate his whiner chip?
I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father, and he was a good friend. Your father wanted you to have this when you were old enough.
How old would that have been? Give it to a 5-year-old or something?
An elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Before the Empire. A young Jedi named Darth Vader. He betrayed and murdered your father.
Kinda.
Now, the Force is what gives the Jedi his power.
See, I need to know more about the Force. I don't understand. I know there's like a MIDI chlor something, and they do something.
The ship has fallen under attack, and I'm afraid my mission to bring you to Alderaan has failed.
Look at the look on his face.
You must see this droid safely delivered to him on Alderaan.
See, I would have never
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
noticed the look on his face. I mean, I know you're not supposed to when you don't know what's going on, but even when I did know, I didn't catch it.
You must learn the ways of the Force. She needs your help.
The Rebel Alliance is too well equipped.
The haircut.
The last remnants of the Old Republic have been swept away.
The Old Republic. Okay, so is that what's in the episodes 1 and 2? And I guess 3 as well. Like the little room with all the pods that go around, that was like the more civilized era.
If the rebels have obtained a complete technical readout of this station, they might find a weakness and exploit it.
Nah.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
Frankness with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader. Hidden fort.
Okay. So his little noises, that you could hear in the theater. And I'm not even one that minds like chewing noises and stuff like that, but it kept getting to me. It made my eyes water. Oh. I could almost not handle this when I first saw this. As a kid, I was like, the little guys, the little Jawas.
Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise.
Really?
Home. Oh, wait, Luke!
This is tough. When you see someone's world completely change in a split second. Oof. That haunted me. Yeah, look at that's the moment. And to hear the theme playing. Before he was standing there with the twin sons, and now he's standing there with the two skeletons. Everything has changed. Yep. Not the original. Nope. Not in the original. Nope. 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 None of that. Nope. Yes. Nope. Mm-mm. It just like turns into Jurassic Park for a second.
You don't need to see his identification. These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Nope. Nothing in the back. None of that. Mm-mm. I don't want to complain about it. I'm just like, it just wasn't there. It wasn't time yet for those things. It wasn't part of the experience. This was not played by the orchestra, but I can tell you that the clarinet section was kind of envious. Like, let us at least try. Come on. Want to both be terrified? There's a familiar face. So you kind of want to be terrified and also love all of these different creatures.
He doesn't like you. Sorry.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay, don't mess with the old dude.
Han Solo.
Hello, Mr. Ford.
You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
Should I have?
10,000, all in advance.
10,000 what?
17.
Yeah. 17 what? I don't know, but okay.
Okay, you guys got yourselves a ship.
This is an important scene.
Do you think I had a choice?
Okay, let's see. Okay. Who shot first? They both shot at the same time there. And he missed and Han got him. But in the original, doesn't Han shoot first? Or is that the debate? Or, I don't know. Put it in the comments. More incidental music in the background. It's almost like 12-tone music. Whereas do 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 do, you know, kind of random. Those tall legs were really cool. Oh, and here's the squeaky guy. Right? Okay. This scene, I have opinions about. It was not in the original. We did not see Jabba the Hutt until Return of the Jedi. He's too small. It just bothers me. You can tell that it's like a human behind there. It was a deleted scene.
You think I had a choice?
See, that is just...
Jabba, you're a wonderful human being.
See? That's just silly. Come on. It's not... That was not a dig at Jabba by calling him human. It was just... It was a poor actor whose scenes got cut. Just leave it out. It's okay. Okay, now here's the squeaky guy with the questionable nose. There she is.
What a piece of junk!
Yep, bring it out of the way. Uh-oh. What's the red thing on the shoulder? Are they like a general or something. But there are like 3 of them. Blast them! Better get out of there.
Get us out of here!
But those things are massive, right?
Travel through hyperspace like death and crops, boy.
What crops?
What's it flashing?
What's that flashing? What's that flashing? Here we go. They must have stabilizers and stuff, like, so they don't get all, like, smushed when they take off. Ludicrous speed. They've gone the plaid.
I should have expected to find you holding Vader's leash. Had the courage to take the responsibility yourself.
Why does she have a British accent all of a sudden?
The more you tighten your grip, Tarkin, the more star systems will slip through your fingers.
Fingers.
I have chosen to test this station's destructive power on your home planet of Alderaan. Continue with the operation. You may fire when ready.
What?
I love that sound. Yeah, the ring was added too. It's cool, but you know.
Are you alright?
Just gas. Don't worry about it.
As if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror. Stretch out with your feelings.
I'm not getting emotional. I just had a little tickle. Stretch out with your feelings.
See? You can do it.
Can anybody just do that?
You've taken your first step into a larger world.
But not just anybody can do that. There's sparkles everywhere.
What do you mean? Where is it? Destroyed by the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
There's another ship coming in. Are there any bases around here? Where did it come from? Should we jam its transmissions?
Raspberry.
That's no moon. It's a space station.
It's too big to be a space station.
I love that reaction.
Very bad feeling about this.
Oh, is that a thing? That they keep saying I have a bad feeling about this? Is that the first one?
Caught the trap and it's pulling us in.
But there are alternatives to fighting.
Like surrendering? Or luring in a couple of the enemy and beating them up and taking their uniforms? It really shows the size of the Death Star.
They must be trying to return the stolen plans to the princess.
Boy, nothing gets by him, huh?
I sense something. A presence I've not felt since...
And end scene. That was tricky to time the entrance of those instruments with the opening of the floor panel there.
Hey down there! Would you give us a hand with this?
Sure. Let's go. Whew, don't mess with those doors.
I don't think your boys can help. I must go alone. Stay and watch over the droid. The Force will be with you. Always.
Where did you dig up that old fossil?
Princess Leia.
The princess? She's here?
Leia.
Princess?
I'm afraid she's scheduled to be terminated.
Oh, no. But they're gonna kill her!
Better her than me.
Nice guy.
She's rich. Lock the door.
And hope they don't have blasters.
Cool effect there.
I can't see a thing in this helmet.
So then that's why they have such bad aim?
This is not gonna work.
Why didn't you say so before?
I did say so before.
True. Whoops. Okay, music check. How many notes have gone by and nobody's noticed?
Right now, we're fine. We're all fine here. Now, thank you. How are you? Now, give us a few minutes to
Abandon.
largely very dangerous.
Just there you go.
Luke, we're gonna have company!
It's a big moment.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
Obi-Wan is here. The Force is with him. I must face him alone.
How does he know that?
What the hell are you doing?
Somebody has to save our skins.
I love her.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm beginning to like her.
Ouch. She had to land in all that without the suit on.
What an incredible smell you've discovered. But wait!
Jeez.
Magnetically sealed! Put that thing away! Look, I had everything under control.
I've never realized, like, how badly their first introduction went. They're just like, rawr. See? Oh, that's... Bad things are in the water. There you go. Ugh. See all the bits in his hair on his face? Blech.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Is that too? This is probably the start of a phobia of, like, enclosed spaces for a lot of people. I don't have claustrophobia per se, but that's a fear that I've always imagined because of this. Oh, Easter egg. I saw it.
One thing's for sure, we're all gonna be a lot thinner.
Just the right amount of comedy in this.
Listen to them, they're dying of.
I never understood this. I'm pretty sure I had some nightmares that had to do with, like, those long drops there. And so again, he's trying to turn off the tractor beam. Is that what he's doing?
Female advice, we ought to be able to get out of here.
Female advice.
Now wait till here!
There was some female advice.
Will somebody get this big walking carpet out of my way?
How does he know what to do?
What was that? That's nothing. Not gassy. Don't worry about it.
What did he say? Did he say I'm gassy? It would be awesome if he did. That was one of those famous yells, right? Yay! But gross. But at the time that I saw this, I was like, true love. They're made for each other. Forget dumb old Han Solo. Luke was the cute one. This is really intense. Like,
We meet again at last.
ooh, fancy. The lightsabers are awesome today, and they were awesome back then.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Do they not both already know that? What does that mean? I've never quite known what that means. Like he becomes a ghost? I think they're both kind of old. Ooh, that was cool. They both like sparked, like. So isn't there another, like a fan-made video where like the two of them are like super fighting? If you know what that is, like maybe post it in the comments or something. It might be a YouTube video. Where it's like redone to their actual fighting capabilities. That's so cool. Eh? Just let them at it. Let them fight it out. And smile. Yeah, see, he's gone. I mean, I know this, but I don't know this. Like, why is he gone?
What do you think about it?
Trying not to, kid.
Good. What do you think?
He's
You
so
think a
mean.
princess and a guy like me?
No.
No. He's so mean. Leave the kid alone. And also, ew. If you know, you know.
You're safe.
Well, that was pretty easy. Put the little gas pump up and hit beep, beep.
An analysis of the plans provided by Princess Leia.
Leia?
Weakness in the battle station. The target area is only 2 meters wide.
Everybody's like, I'm out. It's impossible.
Then man your ships, and may the Force be with you.
And also with you.
This will be a day long remembered. It has seen the end of Kenobi, and will soon see the end of the rebellion.
He seems so confident. The other guy was like, he's not so sure.
You got your reward, you're just leaving then?
That's right, yeah.
Pretty much. Bye.
What good's the reward if you ain't around to use it?
Well, take care of yourself, Han. I guess it's what you're best at, isn't it?
Hey, Luke. May the Force be with you.
Luke, the Force will be with you.
Okay. He's thinking, I'm losing my mind. And also, get out of my head. What are all the different symbols on their helmets? What does that mean? Like some of them are blue. Oh, he's got checkers.
Look at the size of that thing.
That's what she said.
I'm going in. Cover me, Porkins.
Porkins. Ah, Porkins.
Luke, trust your feelings.
I'm hearing ghosts. I love the sound of the little guys. Are those TIE fighters? And are these guys, are they the AT-AT or AT-ATs? Or are there different teams here? AT-AT, AT-AT.
Should I have your ship standing by? Evacuate?
In our moment of triumph?
That yodeling sound. That makes me think of the Muppet Show when they had Mark Hamill on the Muppet Show and they had a Muppet like in the background making that noise or something like that. Why do I remember that? Somebody was gargling or yodeling or something. But I hear that sound and I immediately think of the Muppets. Cool. Now, what are those dots? And he has like splatters. Almost looks like the Union Jack.
I get it. It didn't go in.
I don't know who to blame more, Wayne Campbell or Michael Scott. The musicians are getting tired.
Aren't you trying to increase the power?
when ready.
What?
And he's all tumbly off into space.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.
The Force will be with you, always.
Yay!
You can repair him, can't you?
We'll get to work on him right away.
Fantastic set. She's so pretty. Awesome hair. Awesome everything. I have to bow to her. He's all shiny. Yay! Yay! Everybody cleaned up real nice. Yay! Okay, so I saw it, Star Wars, when I was a little tiny kid, but then later on, when episode 1 was about to be released, they re-released, well, they definitely re-released Star Wars, episode 4. I can't remember if they also went on and did 5 and 6 consecutively, and then, like, in preparation for the theatrical release of episode 1. I can't remember, but I know that they released Star Wars, and this was back, you know, no streaming. So the fact that they were going to re-release Star Wars, like the original, and it was with all of the new effects, which obviously I have opinions about, but still it was really cool, especially for the CGI stuff back then. It was just like a big deal. I mean, it's not believable now, a lot of it, but you know, like all the goofy lizards and stuff walking around. But I managed to get 2 tickets to see the re-release, and it was across the country but in select theaters, and they showed the first viewing at midnight, and so it was the first time that Star Wars episode 4 had been in the theater in decades, perhaps, and I managed to get 2 tickets. So I thought about bringing some friends, and you know, I asked them, and a lot of them, some of them were busy or they weren't interested or whatever. Why, I don't know. My mom actually ended up driving into town, and so there we were in line, and so, you know, we're sci-fi fans, we're Star Wars fans, but at that time I didn't do like Comic-Con or anything. Like, I didn't do cosplay really. I mean, well, I guess I did, you know, Princess Leia for Halloween when I was little, but for, you know, for trick-or-treating. So there we were, all lined up, and it was almost midnight, you know, on just a random night. And we did have tickets, so we knew we were going to get it. We just didn't know where we were going to sit. And everybody, like, we got into the theater, and there were like Chewbacca's and Stormtroopers and Han Solos and Princess, just like surrounding us. And it was just, theater was just buzzing. It was so much fun. And then the lights went down, and of course, we all kind of cheered and went crazy. And when the big Star Wars words, boom, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, you know, everybody was just screaming in the theater. It was so much fun. And the fact that we hadn't seen that movie, like nobody there had seen that movie in a theater in decades, and it was really exciting. That was a long time ago, like over 20 years ago. I really still couldn't follow the storyline, and I just didn't quite have the interest to go back and rewatch it. And frankly, now I've just changed my mind, and my interest is completely there, and I'm going to figure all this out and I want to know all of the Easter eggs and all of the background and the movie trivia, and like, I cannot wait. I am in this and I cannot wait. So I hope this has been fun for all of you. I loved every minute. So I'm going to move on to Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and then go back to episode 1. I don't even remember the name of it. There's something about clones and Siths and things like that. And you'll see as I go through, I'm going to know less and less. It's going to slowly transform into a first-time watch. So I hope you join me with this journey. Maybe those of you that are a little younger than I am might hear some of my experiences. Those of you that are my age or older, you'll be like, yes, someone who understands what I went through when I first saw them. I'm here for it, and I hope you all are here for it. So thanks for watching this rewatch, and I can't wait for the next ones. And I have more stories. This is just the beginning. Okay, do all the things. Especially remember to subscribe. That'll help the channel the most. I'll read all the comments. I'll answer everybody that I can. And as always, you don't have to be perfect. Just be okay. And may the Force be with you.